the final installment of exit tickets for this week are questions 11 through 15, so we're going to go over those together. All right, remember it's still IOD 502. So we're going to go to Table 4 because this says based on Table 4. Which of the following was the most common genotype? I'm going to find Table 4, and then I'm going to find the most common genotype. So, Table 4. Now, this is a combined question because I need to find the highest number here. That would be what most common means. That looks like 15 is our highest number, so big G, big A, little a. So the answer to 11 is C. For 12, according to Table 3, which of the following was the most common phenotype in population B? So there's a couple things we got to look at here. So, all right, the first one is phenotype. So I went to Table 3. Now I'm looking at phenotype. The most common phenotype in population B. 12, 21, 20, 27, 26. Normal pigments. Looks like it has the most number of lizards. Now let's make sure that that is all population B. Population B. And it is. So the answer to 12 is 26 normal pigments. And that is D. That's our answer. 13, according to experiment 2, so I'm going to go to experiment 2, which phenotype was associated with the highest number of lizards with MD? So I'm going to go back to that same table, because that's the one that's going to tell me phenotype and MD. So let's see, we're going to look at percentages here because raw numbers probably aren't going to give us that, although for this one it does happen to be both. So let's see, the highest percentage of lizards with MD is 92. And that goes with the albino phenotype. So the answer to 13 is C. Okay, just 2 more to do. These ones again are pretty straightforward. 14. Based on the results of experiment 2, which 2 phenotypes were associated with the lowest diagnoses of MD? So I'm going to go back to this same table because it says phenotype. And now I want the lowest numbers. So that's these 2. So that's normal size and normal pigments. Normal size and normal pigments. 14 is D. And 15, based on the results of experiment 1, I think I already used this color, but we'll live. How many lizards in population A were not diagnosed with MD after being replaced? So we're not diagnosed with MD. So, going to experiment 1. How many lizards in population A, right? Is that what it asked us? In population A were not diagnosed with MD. So, we had 18%, and then it went to 4%, right? So that had a 14% drop. But this also means that 96%, so how many of them did not have MD? So 96% did not have MD. Now, here's where the combined part comes. This says, contained 50 individuals in the population. So what is 96% of 50? And let's look at our answer choices because you don't actually have to do the math. 96% is almost 100, right? So that's going to be almost all 50. Now, what number is closest to 50? C. And that's why that's your answer. 96 right here, this is the distractor, because that's the percent. But it's not the actual number. And that's all she wrote.